Welcome to the Mom Boss Podcast, the show where motherhood meets business and everything in between. I hope you enjoyed today's show. Let's get started. Hey everyone, and welcome to the Mom Boss Podcast. I'm your host, Bailey Gordon, and I have taken a few weeks off from doing one of these solo episodes, and that's okay. I'm back, and you probably didn't even know. That's okay. I wanted to jump on today and record one of my stream of consciousness podcasts, one where I just kind of talk about something that has been on my heart or something that's been on my mind recently. One of those things is community over competition. I have been so fortunate in the last few years to be connected with a group of photographers. I'm a photographer. That's my day job. That's what I do when I'm not running the Mom Boss podcast, community, the meetups, all those things. Photography is my main gig. I've been doing this for over 13 years. I've been full-time for 5. And just in the last few years have really connected in a community of other photographers. And I wanted to talk about that today. It won't be just photography focused. This is really just encouraging you to step beyond your own business and make friends and, basically quote unquote coworkers within your own industry. If you are a solopreneur, it is so difficult to put yourself out there. It is so difficult to not feel imposter syndrome. It is so freaking difficult to feel confident and connect with others in your industry. It's based out of fear. Speaking on my own experience, I would say that I was hesitant to meet other photographers because I didn't feel good enough. Maybe I didn't actually feel like I was a proper photographer. I didn't have proper training. I learned a brief summary of the exposure triangle or just how to shoot in manual mode. I don't have the exposure to the business side of things. I felt kind of like, am I actually a photographer? I don't know Photoshop. I do now, which makes me feel more confident, but I didn't. And I felt like, if I don't know Photoshop, does that mean I'm not a photographer? Or I don't know what all these buttons on my camera means. Does that mean I'm not a photographer? And then out of that fear comes a lack of confidence. It comes with playing small, not pricing yourself properly. And all of those things can either make or break your business. And having the confidence in your business allows you to excel. And along with having confidence in your business comes community. So having that community allows you to grow in your confidence, which allows you to build your business. And that's kind of the whole goal of this episode. I had an Instagram post today on the Mom Boss Meetup on Instagram, and I shared just that, she is not your competition. Whoever it is, whoever is in your industry, maybe you guys share a client base. Maybe they come to you and they go to her. Maybe she cuts their hair and you color her hair. Maybe she bought a house from you and she bought a house from that girl. Whatever the industry situation is, connecting with other people who know what you do and who understand what you do is not a negative thing. You are not less than because you need help from other people in your industry. You are growing. You are smart. It is smart to make those connections. I've said this before, your network is your net worth. So having people in your network increases the net worth of you as a human and your business. So as a photographer, when I have a client who comes to me and they ask if I can do, for example, a senior session. I had somebody who wanted a senior session. They were a referral from a previous client. I'm not really taking on senior sessions right now. I'm not in a place to have a session this month. I said, if you're looking for a session in the fall, I'm available. If you need photos right now, I'm actually going to refer you to my friend Shauna. Shauna excels with seniors. She excels with one-on-one portraits, and I think she'd be a great fit for you. And so I gave her Shauna's contact information. A few years ago, I wouldn't have known who to send her to. I have other photographers I follow, and maybe I could have been like, I'll send you these 4 photographers, where 3 of them specialize in weddings and 1 specializes in maternity, right? Now that I'm getting to know people on a deeper level, I understand what types of sessions they want. So I'm not going to just send my client any old photographer referral because they know how to take a picture. I'm going to be very curated in what person I send to my client or potential client. That makes my client feel good. They don't have to go back to Google and wonder, like, I wish she would have sent me somebody who actually takes senior photos. Like, not just, oh, she sent me to a wedding photographer. Now I'm on this wild goose chase. So making sure that we understand this only benefits our business. And that's not the only reason I'm saying to make photographer friends. It's just good for the soul. I have another friend, Gina. She's a photographer friend, and we've been friends for years. She did my own wedding. I've mentioned her. She's been on the podcast before. Having a person to be able to just talk to and have fun with who gets it, you just can't beat it. She had a post the other day that'll say, like, photographers be like, oh my gosh, I needed this. And it's literally just being with other photographers. And that is so true. It's like, oh my gosh, that was so nice to hear that you also struggle with Photoshop. Or, oh wow, it was really nice to hear how you do your workflow. Or, I didn't realize you were charging that much. Should I be charging that much? Or having people encourage you to charge more. Because if you're not charging enough, whatever your business is, if you're not charging enough, your business will not be sustainable. That is, I mean, like, if we're running a business, it's something that I've been struggling with too. In the past, I did this on the side, so I didn't charge as much because I didn't feel like I was offering the proper value that I should be offering if I were a full-time photographer. I had the workflows in place. I had the systems in place. I had all those things that you need to be able to charge more. I didn't have that confidence. And now that I have friends in the industry, I feel very confident. I feel like, oh, I can help you with this, this, and this because I've built this and I feel really good about this. But I have a question on this. How do you guys deliver your photos? Or maybe somebody has a really fast turnaround time and you can ask them, like, what's their turnaround time? This has taken a turn towards photography, but that's the business that I know. Let's talk about community building. I'm a community builder. I want to be in a room with other people who build communities too. I want to know, how do you guys manage your memberships? How do you guys accept payment? What do you guys do when this happens? How do you guys find venues? What do you do to get sponsors? Those aren't questions I can just ask Google. Those aren't things that I can just lean over to my plant over here and say, oh, excuse me, how are you doing this? Because it's not going to give me an answer, right? I need to be able to have a network of people that I can trust, that I can rely on, and that they feel confident in telling me the answer. I had a question the other day. I'd love to record and share presentations like live. If we're doing a presentation and I want to record it, how are you guys out here doing that? What are you guys using a camera setup and you're recording it in Zoom and people can register? What are we doing here? I think it's really important to remember that you need people. You need friends, you need family, and you need a community for your business. If you don't have that, finding a mentor is also a great place to start. I hope that this doesn't sound bad, but I'm going to say it anyway. Communities are more affordable. They are more accessible. And you might learn a little bit more by being in a group with a lot of people. And then from there, you can find mentors that fit your personality and business needs. I'm about to work with somebody who I met through community connections that I have. And she also runs a community group too. And so that makes sense for me. I'm not just going to pick any business coach. I have done that in the past. And while she's a fantastic business coach and I'm worth every penny, she was not worth it for me. It wasn't a good fit for me because I needed somebody who could understand my brain, who could understand all the things I'm going through. As a photographer, a community builder, I have unique experiences. I want somebody who understands that. That's why picking somebody in your industry or in your community is so vital. No shade on mentorships, but I would start with a community and then find a mentor or a business coach from there. I hope this episode resonates with you. I feel very strongly that we not only will serve our clients better, our business will flourish. We will feel confidence. I really, truly, truly believe that. And I hope that if you guys need help finding community, you can find one in your area or you can join us virtually in our Mom Boss community. If you're a mom who owns a business or wants to own a business, I recommend checking us out. You can find us on at the Mom Boss Meetup on Instagram. In our bio, we have a link to our community. Right now, we are running a special, a founder special. So, people who kind of join early, who are going to help us build up this community, we are running a special because I want people to be able to help us build that community. There are a few things that I want to try out before I increase our price. You have until June 1st, and then we are going to increase our price. Please join us in the community. I really hope you can make it to a meetup if you're in the South Puget Sound area of Washington. We typically meet in the Puyallup area, but we switch it up periodically as well. So I am just so grateful for business. I'm grateful that I can have a business. I'm grateful that this is how I can support my family. I love community. I love meeting people. And so, yeah, I've just kind of like found my thing and I'm super into it. And I hope that you find yours too, and that you find your village and your people who can support you. So I will have another episode on this. I'm sure this is not the only one. It was just something that was on my heart today, and I wanted to encourage you to find a community that works for you, whether it's an all women's group. We've got a couple in the area that I can think of: Empower PNW, CEO Society, Olympia Boss Society, BLOS, Business Ladies of Society. They're up north in more of the shoreline area. There are so many networks that you don't even know about until you're in that arena. If you guys need help finding community, please connect with us on Instagram at the Mom Boss Meetup and shoot me a message. I will help connect you with a community in your area. So anyway, thank you so much. I'm so appreciative of everyone who tunes into the episodes. I hope you stick around for our next episode. I'm going to be releasing weekly episodes now. I was doing twice a week, but yeah, I'm going to calm my tits and I'm going to go ahead and just do one episode a week like a normal human being, okay? So we're going to go every other week will be a mom boss spotlight of some kind, or I will interview somebody where I can bring more educational content to the podcast. I'm really looking forward to the next several interviewees that I have lined up. If you're interested in being on the podcast, I'd love to hear from you. Follow us at the Mom Boss Meetup. You can also find us on themombossmeetup.com. That is where we typically just have our registration. We are working on building that out to be a more robust website. We also have our Mom Boss community, which you can find in our bio on our Instagram page. Thank you for following along. Hit that subscribe button. Make sure to turn on your notifications for whenever we release an episode. I am so thrilled to have you in the Mom Boss community. All right, take care.